In the last video, I started off saying that Quest games are beautiful, which they are, but they have downsides. Now last video, I pointed out and fixed the issues with Quest Link / PCVR, and now that leaves one last thing to fix, and that's Quest native games. Quest native games like Batman VR, Assassin's Creed Nexus, Beat Saber, and so many more have an insane amount of aliasing, and the games tend to be slightly blurry. Now, unlike PCVR blur, this is not caused by Wi-Fi connection. Most games don't even require a connection, meaning that if there are fixes, they will work a lot better, and trust me, they do. So let's start. Now for this fix, unlike many others, you will need to spend some money, which is $10, but trust me, if I'm suggesting that you use an application that costs money, it's probably good. Now the application for this video is named Quest Games Optimizer, and yes, it does exactly what the name says. It optimizes your Quest games with pre-made profiles for each game, which can offer more performance, better battery life, but most importantly, higher quality. Now if you choose to buy the application, you're not done yet. That's because the itch.io page provides a APK file, which unless you are doing this from the Quest browser, you will need to find a way to get this onto the Quest, which isn't hard at all. Now the best way I found to sideload APK files onto a Quest headset is by using SideQuest. In this video, I won't go through the tutorial on how to get all of this set up, but there are plenty of other good tutorials that will teach you how to get this. Now once you have SideQuest on your PC and you have the APK file for the Quest Games Optimizer, all you need to do is connect your Quest headset to your PC using a cable, and then simply go up here to where it says install APK file from folder on computer. Then click on this, go to the APK file, and then you'll see that it is starting it here. Now I already have it, so I'm going to cancel this download, but as you can see, it was starting it, and that's pretty much it. Once you have gone through with it, you'll see that it says APK installed okay. Then you will see that the APK is on your Quest headset, and you'll see Quest Games Optimizer. Now let's go ahead and go over to the headset. Okay, now once you're on your headset, simply go to library, go to unknown sources, and then find Quest Games Optimizer, and then you should see this window, and then you should see pretty much every game that you have installed on your Quest. Now the more important part is you'll see HD plus, HD, and then some of these just won't have a profile at all, and the reason that is probably just because the developers or the community hasn't gotten around to optimizing that game or finding a working profile for that game. You will need to create your own custom profile for it until the community or the developers get around to finding the best profile for your game. So until then, let's focus on the other games. So you'll see that the .home and 2D apps has HD plus, and that is because they have heavily optimized the home. You'll see that if you look around, everything really looks a lot better compared to how it looked before all of the optimizations, which later in this video you will see a comparison of how it looked before optimization and after. So let's say that you want to create your own custom profile. You then want to go to the three dots and then go to edit. Now a lot of this can be confusing, and that is because it is, but long story short, you have the resolution scale here, which you can adjust. You also have the refresh rate, which if you want a higher refresh rate in the game, you can set this higher. Then you also have the CPU and GPU. You also have the fixed foveal rendering, which, to be honest, if you want the best quality, keep this at off. But let's take a look at the pre-made profiles. So let's go to Batman Arkham Shadow and then edit. You can see here that it has pre-made presets. So for instance, for the HD preset, they have set the render scale to 131%. They have set the refresh rate to 72 Hertz. They've set the CPU to very high, and they've set the GPU to ultra, while the FFR is at medium. Now on other applications like .home and 2D apps, you'll see that if you click edit, you can see the HD plus, and for the FFR, they've set it completely off. Now the reason that is because if you read what this says, it says that the higher your FFR is, it basically degrades the quality of the edge of your screen, so it focuses on the center. To be honest, what I would suggest that you do is, if you do happen to have a game that just doesn't have a profile, you could attempt to test your game with different settings and see which is the best for you. But all I did was I installed Quest Games Optimizer, and I really only play the games that already have a profile, and then if the game doesn't have a profile, then I'll just wait until a profile comes out for it. And to be honest, this is definitely worth the $10.